Hey folks, welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm putting out a prophetic alert due to what Bitcoin has been currently doing over the last several days. Now, if many of you don't know, Bitcoin actually touched just a little bit over 21,000. And I'm going to go ahead and go over a little bit of some of the things that are going on in the crypto industry, and I'm going to touch on some of the prophecies concerning what I think that could be very important over the next month or so. Now, before I go any further, folks, I'm not a financial advisor. I am just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. And if you guys like these videos that I make, the support links are down below in the description and also the About section of YouTube. All right, folks, so as you can see right here, Bitcoin is currently at $20,885. It actually touched just above 21,000 here within the last 24 hours. So people were sending me messages. They're asking me if this is the manufactured spike and so forth. But we'll go ahead and get into that. So just looking at the last 7 days, we know that Bitcoin was sitting around that 16,000 mark for the longest time, ever since the whole thing with the FTX crash. Remember, it hit like 15,500. So over the last several days, it's been slightly going up, hitting into the 17,000 range. And then so over the last couple days, it hit the 18,000 range and then the 19,000 range. And now it hit the 21,000 range, right? So there's something there going on, and it's kind of unexplainable. As I'm looking through the news, trying to figure out why Bitcoin is going up in the first place, there's really isn't too much that can be attributed to Bitcoin going up. So this possibly could be that manufactured spike that we have been talking about. And so even stranger, when you go look at the rest of the markets, all the other altcoins, you can see that over the last 7 days, there has been a slight increase. There's been a lot of coins that are up over 20%. Like you look at Cardano, up 26%, Doge, 20%. And then you got Solana, 74%. It was just sitting there, I think it reached a low of like $12 or something like that. And actually, I think it hit $24. Yeah, it hit $24. So anybody who invested at $14 and below when it was down, you guys have made a really decent amount of money. Polkadot, 29%. Shiba Inu, 22%. Right? And these, I think some of these are a little bit lower because in the middle of the night, some of these were really high. Even though I'm going over this now, some of these prices were actually a lot higher in the middle of the night than they are right now. ApeCoin back over $5. Algorand up 16%. Actually hit a high of almost 24 cents there, sitting at almost 23 cents. So you can go over this and look and see that, man, there's a lot of these coins have gone up dramatically. Flow up 44%. It's almost doubled. Aptos almost 100%. Phantom 47%. Graph 29%. So the list just goes on and on. I want to take a look at my prophetic list here. You got XRP at 40 cents. Remember, it was hovering around that 33 cent mark. Tron, 18%. Bitcoin Cash, 23%. Near, 41%. Gala, over 100%. And actually, I think it reached 111%. So the list just goes on and on as far as, these unusual movements all of a sudden in the markets. And there's really, like some of these coins, especially like when I look at some of these coins like Axie Infinity, and, they don't have hardly anybody playing on their servers anymore. And there's really no reason why Axie Infinity should even be worth $9.34. It's not even worth $1. You have Xbox games and PlayStation games that have old servers that have more players on those games than they do Axie Infinity. So there's a number of other coins that you can see that have gone up, strangely. This is not normal as far as from what we have been seeing for the longest time. So the first thing is I want to share, if you guys remember, Love is God 7's video, the prophetic dream Bitcoin's last attempt before crashing to sub-zero. I did a video on this. He talked about a manufactured spike, right, before it goes to zero. So is this the manufactured spike? How high will Bitcoin go before it'll start to come down? So, folks, all I want to say is that it looks like that there's going to be opportunity to take profit. I don't know when the markets are if they're going to go back down or if they're going to go back up, because this was somewhat unexpected. We haven't really had news to really justify this push, right? We have so many different things that are out there that could bring the markets down. Now, if you remember, Love is God 7, his video where he talked about where God showed him that there was going to be a last attempt where there's going to be like this spike in Bitcoin, right? And we don't know how far it's going to go up, but it's going to seem unreal, right? And it's going to be manufactured. And so if that happens, there's going to be opportunity, first of all, to take profit, but also to make sure that you have put yourself into position, right? For the last all summer, all through now, up until Bitcoin started to go up, you've had plenty of opportunity to buy all these different cryptocurrencies, right? They were hitting rock bottom, some of these were. So you've had the opportunities. So now the next opportunity is to take profit on some of your cryptocurrency, but also to make sure that you're set up for your buy limit orders on the cryptocurrencies that you want, right? So it's going to go to sub-zero after it completes this manufactured spike, according to what he saw. Now, if you guys remember God's algorithm, we talked about the whole algorithm dealing with the cryptocurrency markets and so forth, and how they could get all screwed up and cause a crash and so forth. But what he saw was a dip to 19,500. And when he said something to the effect of whether or not if it was going to go down from there, that's when the crash happened, right? And also that the stock market would go along with that too as well. So we could possibly see, as we are seeing now, Bitcoin is over 20,000. So we might see the dip to 19,500. So regardless of where it goes up, if it hits up to 30,000, then it comes back down to that 19,500 level. Then that's when we know it's going to go down to zero, according to what he was saying. Right. Then we also have Maria Conwell's blind bull. And everybody's going to think that Bitcoin is going to go on this bull run. And then we're going to find out that it's really not a bull run and it's going to end up crashing. Right. But we don't know how far it's going to go up. It could go up to the 30,000 mark before it comes down. So all of this remains to be seen. Now, we have heard all the different things that could bring the cryptocurrency markets down, right? We've heard about major Bitcoin hacks. We've heard of Mt. Gox, the dump, which looks like now that's been delayed. And then the prophecies concerning XRP, crashing the markets because the courts will rule against XRP. We've heard of blackouts that could cause the crash. We heard of China invading Taiwan, and also even Russia using a nuke. And on top of that, even revealing the name of the person who created Bitcoin. These are all things that, whether they were spoken prophetically or by experts, what could bring down the markets. That could bring down Bitcoin to zero. Now, when it does concern the XRP case, as I shared in the previous video, January 18th is the last date as far as any filings. Now, that could change, all right? But we are 4 days away from that last day. After that, if there's no other dates that are added to this, that means that we could have that ruling anytime after the 18th. I don't think it's going to come on the 19th or the 20th or the 21st, but it very well could come at the end of January. It could come in February or March or even April. Right? It just depends on how long the judge takes. I'm pretty sure the judge already has set up in their mind what they think already. They've heard most of the evidence. So this prophetic coin list will be down below in the description if you guys want to take a look at it. And like I said, look at little rabbit, 76%. Actually, last night I believe it was up over 100%. Sheena Inu up 83%. I don't really talk about Sheena just for the simple fact, out of respect for Maria Conwell and what God gave her as far as instructions and so forth. So that's why I don't really talk about it. So there's just a lot of different coins. Jasmine coin is up 31%. And I'm pretty sure some people are taking profits. I'm sure bots are taking profits as well. So we'll see what happens going into tomorrow to see where the markets end up. And then, of course, you guys know that the stock market is closed on Monday, right? So the markets will not be open. The stock market itself will not be open until Tuesday. So we'll see how Bitcoin does over the next couple days. You know, is this relating to the manufactured spike, or is this just a little bump for the meantime? So anyways, folks, that is all that I have for today. Just wanted to put out this prophetic alert, and that, you know, people should have already, you know, people should be ready. People should be prepared. And, you know, hopefully you guys just aren't now going out and buying a whole bunch, you know, unless you're stacking. But, you know, we've had plenty of opportunity over the last 6 months to really stack up on some of these coins. So thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.